YouTube, Snake Cartel here, back with another late night vlog. Today's video topic, why my yellow snake, this Bayek green tree python, if you guys didn't know, keeps me going. Well, for one, his vibrant color always just gives me a sense of inspiration. And I don't know, yellow and green, as you can see, I have the green, these neon pothos plants in his cage. They just always gave me a sense of good luck, and that's, traditionally how these colors have been seen. Gold has always been a symbol of wealth, and every time I look at this guy's striking pattern, I just can't help but get inspired. It just puts me in a great mood. That's why you see so many videos of him. He's just so striking and just beautiful to look at. And I had to stay up a little later to catch him in action. I know sometimes the videos can be a little bit dry since he's like during the day he's always perched, but this guy's a real beauty. And I don't know, every time I look at him, he's like living art, and it really just puts me in a better mood. I've seen studies online where they explain how having plants within your household can be very mood boosting, and I can see why that is, because that's why I've started to kind of take a liking to having these in my reptile cages. But I think the same thing comes with animals, not just their their therapeutic nature as far as viewing them, but the colors really tie into it. When I was a kid, I've always liked reptiles, but when I was younger, I was more into like the big monitors. I always wanted the big, super impressive looking animals. But now I'm more into colors. I'm much more drawn to these vibrant looking animals, and I've always wanted one of these. I mean, who wouldn't? Just look at this guy. Dealing with my animals definitely helps me break away from the corporate nonsense from day to day. It's like it's very, I don't know, just looking at them right now just puts me in a meditative state. Hopefully you guys are getting the same value. That's why I like these videos. I like having a positive vibe in my videos. Hope my boy's not shying away. He's not too camera shy, luckily. With these colors, we don't need him to be. We need you to be as outgoing as possible, buddy. But yeah, what brings you guys joy? I'm curious. I know a lot of people watching me have pets of their own. So what are some of your favorite animals you have in your household? And what do they add to your life? I really love, this is why I like having, I never keep the same species twice. All of my animals are different, different breeds, different variations. And I just like having a collective, a mixed collective of things, very diverse collection of animals. And I hate to even use that word, because these are living beings, not toys. I feel like a lot of people get that mixed up, especially when it comes to reptiles. And I feel like I've even been guilty of it myself, especially when I've been younger. The more I look at these guys as for what they are, sentient, intelligent beings, I feel like it really motivates me to give them the best care. And I just even noticed with this guy, as I've added more of these perches in here, I just noticed a lot more. I mean, he's always pretty active, but I can tell it makes him more investigative and intuitive of his environment. This guy's really just amazing. I can't say it enough. You bear with me, guys. I am a little tired, but I figured I'd stay up just to give you guys a little late night vlog. And even though I have work in the next morning and have to be up at like 6 a.m., but it's worth it, guys. Just look at this guy. I'm curious, does this guy give you that same feeling? Does he inspire you? Does he put you in a great mood? I see why snakes hold such symbolism. They're definitely very beautiful and intelligent creatures, and I feel like all animals can teach us certain things about life. And one thing I've noticed with these more, they're not super difficult to keep, but they definitely take a little bit more effort than some of the, quote, more beginner snakes. But it's really taught me about paying attention to detail, because these guys, you really have to be detailed oriented when caring for them, or you will lose this animal, or at the very least will run into a lot of issues. And that's something I try to apply to other aspects of my life. I feel like that's one of the things I need to work on. So caring for this guy has definitely amplified that. what are some things you guys as pets, or maybe even some of you people that have children? I don't have any kids myself, but what are some things that, you know, caring for others has taught you? I'm curious. Some flaws you may have had that you overcame because you had to, just to rise to the occasion of caring for whatever, whether it be your dog, your snake, your kids. Look at this. Take a journey into the pleroma. That's what I like to call this cage. But yeah, that's why I like to play some chill music, watch this guy slither around at night. I have that moon bulb in. It really puts me in a meditative state. I'm zoned out right now, if you can't tell. I'm also amazed that he really doesn't mind the camera and the lights. Some of my other snakes, particularly the mangrove snake, he'd shy away immediately as soon as I cut this thing on. Even if I'm just looking at him too hard, he'll kind of go away. But this guy, he really doesn't care. And the phone flash is automatically activated, so I guess because of the dimness of the room, but he may be perching on his lower branches now. Maybe he is getting a little tired of the light, but I don't want to make this too long, but I had to capture a video of this guy in action. Solar Santana, living up to the name. Let's get some close-up action. This dude is like, oh my God. I'm like mesmerized. This dude is like a psychedelic. Yeah, he definitely looks trippy, I swear. I swear pets are so therapeutic, man. They definitely help me. That's why I don't mind pouring into them as far as giving them what they need, and just investing in animals I'm very passionate about. A lot of people, I've never, I mean, hog noses are all right, but a lot of people ask me about hog noses in my personal life. And they ask me, why don't I try to breed those? It's like, oh yeah, people are making money. And I get that, but I don't like keeping animals that I'm not passionate about, guys. I feel like it's not gonna motivate me to care about them the way I should. So that's just a rule I have. Sorry, trying to get a good angle of my boy. Hopefully this camera light is not too much of a glare. Let's see where he's headed. There he is. Can't hide from me, boy. I love that dark tongue he has too. I always like that in animals. I always prefer the blue tongues over the pink ones. I always thought they were much cooler. Feel like I'm in National Geographic, guys. Hopefully you guys are getting some positivity out of this and coming to the end of this week right. If it wasn't so good for you guys, it's not too late to turn it around. That's my motto. I think all these lights got him wanting to perch at his lower branches, so I think I may cut this video here. Hopefully you guys got some positivity, some enjoyment, some entertainment, some meditation. I don't know. He's peeking back out. I might extend it a little bit. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this, man. A good maybe you could call this ASMR, whatever you call those videos. Yeah, man, I like you know, just want to add some joy into y'all's lives. A bit of a soothing vibe. Very calm state of mind right now. I just finished my meditation session, so that always helps me. So I figured I'd create. Yeah, man, this is my boy Solar Santana. Tell me, what do you guys typically like to do on a late night, especially when you guys don't have work the next morning or school or, you know, whatever your situation is? I just like to chill and look at my animals, cut on a little YouTube or or put on like a playlist. YouTube's pretty good about putting together playlists of a lot of artists I like. I wish I could play some of that for you guys, but you know, that copyright is something serious, so I don't like to play around with that. Get a nice closing shot in of my guy. But yeah, man, I hope you guys are having a great week, leading into a great weekend. Snake Cartel's about to get some sleep because I got work at 6 a.m. and I think it's like, what, midnight right now? So I'm going to let you guys go. Hope you guys have a bright rest of the week. Snake Cartel out. Like, comment, hype, and subscribe. Peace.